you ever had one of those days? You know what I mean. One of those days where everything you touch goes wrong. You get up in the morning, you slip on the soap in the bath, cut yourself shaving, then you get a big tax demand through the post. From then on, it's all downhill. Well, I'm here to ask people about those days when they wish they'd stayed in bed. Excuse me, sir?
Oh, hello, honky-tonks. How are you?
Very well, thank
Nice
you.
to see.
Tell me, have you ever had one of those days when you wish you were dead?
Oh, don't talk to me about it. I'm having one now. I went to a party last night. Got a terrible headache. 2 of my friends got engaged.
Oh, and when's the wedding to be?
As soon as they leave the Navy.
Excuse me, sir?
Yes?
Tell me, do you occasionally have a day when everything goes wrong?
Yes, every day. I don't know what it is, but the fates seem to pick on me. I'm just dead unlucky, that's all. Dead unlucky.
Excuse me, madam.
Miss.
Oh, miss. Tell me, have you ever had one of those days when things go wrong for you?
Oh, yes. Last Saturday, I was staying with my sister, and we woke up in the middle of the night to find this huge man climbing in through the window, and there was a terrible fight.
How awful. Who won?
My sister. I had to sleep in the bathroom all night. Are you married?
Well, as a matter of fact, that's
well,
something
I'm looking
that
for a nice young man.
May I have a word with you,
Oh,
sir?
yes. Get on with it. What is it? What?
Well, I expect, like most of us, you suffer from those awful days when fate just seems to conspire against you.
Certainly not. I don't believe in that stupid mumbo-jumbo. Don't permit that sort of thing to happen to me. Discipline, that's what you need, a boy. Discipline. Be organized. Lead a well-regulated life. Then nothing can possibly go wrong. All right? Good day to you, sir, and carry on.
Thank you. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
What are you doing with that pram?
Taking my sister's baby for a walk.
I see. Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Huh?
We all have bad days in our lives. Can you think of any one particular one?
Oh, yeah. I can think of a shocking, horrible one.
Yes?
Day some villain set fire to the local nick and all the coppers came running out with their backsides on fire.
It's terrible. When did that happen?
Tomorrow.
Excuse me, miss.
Oh, hello.
It's a charming young lady.
Thank you.
Tell me, miss, do you ever have one of those days when everything you touch goes wrong?
Oh, no, but my boyfriend does. He gets awfully miserable, poor darling. And the trouble is he expects me to match his mood. It's awfully depressing.
I see. So when he feels like that, he's inclined to get on top of you. Well, I mean, when his spirits are down, he likes it if he can pull yours down.
You are awful. But I like you.
Well, there you are. There are good days and bad days. We all have them. I only hope that for your sake, today is turning out to be a good one.
What do you think you're doing? People like you make me sick. You're a vandal, that's what you are. What do you think we put them boxes there for? Pick it up. We spend thousands of pounds a year teaching people to keep Britain tidy, and some Bert like you comes along and throws rubbish all over the place. Now just you watch it, mate. I shall be keeping my eye on you.
Lecherous little creep! Why don't you go home, have a cold bath?
I saw that. So, you're one of those nasty little men in Max, are you? Now listen, if I see anything I shouldn't see, I'll pin it to the ground. Got it?
Well, look here. Look here, will you stop following me?
No, I won't. Wherever you go, we go.
Oh, my God.
Poor little soul. Your daddy doesn't want you anymore.
No, don't you start trying to turn that child off of me. I'm her father, don't forget.
Huh, you might as well be the lodger for all the time you spend at home.
It is my day off, and I am going for a spin with the lads.
You think more of that blooming club than you do of me and the baby.
I do not, but I've got a right to keep myself fit, haven't I?
Well, what's sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. Why can't we come as well?
Because a woman's place is in the home, that's why. And besides, we can't all get on a bike.
You'd have bought a tandem if you hadn't been so selfish.
What are you nodding your flaming head for? It's got nothing to do with you. Kindly keep your nose out of our business.
He never takes me anywhere.
Ask her where she is 3 nights a week. Go on, ask her. Bingo, that's where. And your dinner's in the oven.
Don't wag your finger at me. You men are all alike.
I'm not sitting there arguing with you. I'm off.
Oh, you are you? Well, you can take the baby with you.
I won't. I'm not having her on the crossbar.
I don't care what you do. I'm going to the pictures.
Suit yourself.
I will.
Little swine. You ought to be ashamed of yourself trying to abandon that poor little baby. Don't you try and deny it, you monster. You got some poor girl into trouble, I suppose. But just you pick that baby up, or I shall have the law on you. Where do you think you're going with my baby?
What's that, Norma?
He was trying to steal her baby.
You're asking for a slap on you,
Just a minute. Oh, it's
I
you,
told
is
you
it?
to stop in the beast.
Yeah, all right. Now, look here. Don't upset yourself, Mrs. over a little rat like him. Now, listen here. If you show yourself in this park once more, I'll have the law onto you.
People like you are a menace, mate. Yes. Come on, love.
What'd you do that for?
Into each life a little rain must fall.
And so one thing led to another. We had the most dreadful argument. I stormed out of the house and said I wouldn't be home for dinner.
Oh, you poor darling.
Cheer up, old boy. We all have these little tiffs.
You and Joyce don't. You're always kind and affectionate to each other.
Well, I suppose we're just lucky, aren't we, darling?
I certainly am, my pet.
I wish Doyne and I were as happy as you two. Everyone envies you. No wonder the crowd come here. Your marvellous marriage is a wonderful example to us all.
Oh, Reggie, when you say things like that, you make me want to cry.
Oh, there, darling. Look here, Reggie. I'm going to give you some advice. Go home, fling your arms around her, and tell her you love her.
He's right, you know, Reggie. We women need a little tenderness.
You're right. I'll do it. I've been a swine. Thank you. Thank you both. You know, I think you two are absolutely super.
You two-faced old bag.
You rotten, lying little stinker.
We women need a little tenderness. I'd like to tenderize you with a bung starter.
Listen, loathsome. You lay one grubby little finger on me and I shall be straight on the phone to my brother.
Your brother? I didn't know they had phones in fairyland.
Pig! Anyway, your family's nothing to boast about, unless, of course, you happen to collect shrunken heads.
Oh. That's rich coming from a woman whose sister had to get married with a sack over her head.
You treacherous hag.
Careful,
I'll wipe that
darling.
smile off your face.
Careful there. Remember, it's because we're such a lovable couple that we're making so much lovely lolly.
Oh, to hell with a lolly. Die!
Ah!
Die! Die!
Well, if that isn't typical of you two, just one long honeymoon.
Hello, you quarters at it, eh?
Hello, Hugh, darling.
Like to meet George King, an old friend of mine. We've just popped in for a quick one, haven't we, George?
Yes, that's right. Well, mustn't keep the boys waiting. Come along, darling. After you, my sweet.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Well, what's it going to be?
Well,
I'm so sorry, your poor little hand. Let me kiss it better.
No, darling. It was only an accident. What's the matter, my love? The old bunion playing up again?
we'll have a couple of pints of your best bitter, please, Dennis.
Certainly, old boy.
Keeps the best drop of beer for miles around.
Well, I put in a lot of hard work in the cellar, old boy.
Yes, he and the barmaid are hardly ever out of it, are you, darling? She holds things for him, you know.
Well, we both believe in teaching the staff the secrets of the trade. And you take old Joyce here. She'll drop everything to help the young potman.
Well, cheers, old man.
Cheers.
What I tell you, George, a marvellous couple. Always thinking of other people.
Oh, we do our best.
Oh, yes, well, we have lots of love left over for others.
Well, I'm certainly you've got a bit for everybody, darling.
Tell me, working together as closely as you do, don't you ever get on each other's nerves?
Oh, good heavens, no. Oh, no. Now, I know it sounds sentimental, but old Joyce here is always in my thoughts. Whatever I'm doing, whether I'm chopping wood for the fire or digging the garden or even playing a game of darts, her face is always in front of me. When that dreadful moment comes for the final parting, I only hope the good Lord takes me first, that's all. Look at that. She's choking with emotion at the thought of it, you see.
What a marvellous relationship.
Yes.
Makes one feel humble.
Well, Hugh, I think I've seen enough. Perhaps you'd better tell the landlord and his good lady just exactly who I am.
Righto. Now, listen carefully, both of you. I've got a little surprise for you. We, that is to say the gang who use the good old hand and flower, have got together and entered your names for the most loving landlords of the year competition.
Oh, did you hear that, darling?
Yes, how terribly sweet of you all.
Perhaps you'd like to make a few there, George?
Yes, but we've been keeping an eye on you for the past few months.
Yes.
And I come here tonight to make the final decision. And from what I've seen and heard, I have no hesitation in declaring you the most loving landlords of 1973.
Oh, how marvellous! Look at him, the darling. He's absolutely thrilled.
And it gives me great pleasure to present you both with the winner's plaque.
Bless you both, you deserve it. Now look, George and I are going to nip off, round up the gang, and we'll be back for a little celebration, so see you soon. Come on, George.
Bye.
The most loving landlords. Makes you feel rotten, doesn't it?
Yes, I rather feel we've won it under false pretenses.
I say, how about having a go at living up to this?
Starting all over?
Yeah.
Oh, Dennis, I will if you will.
Oh, good show. Well, where shall we hang it, this symbol of our new life together?
Over the fireplace, darling.
Oh, darling, over the bar.
Oh, won't it look a bit silly over the bar?
Not half as silly as over the fireplace.
You know, darling, you never did have much taste.
Neither did you, you moronic little slut.
Give me back my sniper! Swine!
Is it true you've just been voted the most loving landlords of 1973?
Yes, it flaming well is!
This is it. This is where they keep them. Oh, look at your face. You've got a dirty mark on it. Here, lick that. That's right. Stand and deliver. This is a sticker.
I like coming out with you, Grandad.
Yeah.
You're funny.
Yeah. Like the time in the torture chamber when I bet the beef eater the thumb screws wouldn't work.
Yes, that was good.
Yes, the way he hollered, they worked all right. Well, let's go and see where Her Majesty keeps her bits and pieces, then, shall we? Right.
Oh, pardon, monsieur.
Oh.
Mes excuses.
Oh, did you hear that? Gentleman's a Frenchie.
How do you know?
Well, I've been over there, haven't I? Yes. Would you like to hear your granddad have a chat to him in French?
Yes, please.
Right. Bonjour, monsieur. Comment ça va?
Tiens, vous parlez français, monsieur? Ah!
What's he saying?
Hey?
What's he saying?
He wanted to know how old you were. She's Nerf. Nerf.
Ah, neuf.
Nerf, yes.
Oh, really? Dites-moi, monsieur,
Yes.
I ask myself if you could tell us what is the value of these crown jewels.
£48.
48 pounds?
Yes.
Oh, but voyons, monsieur, how is this possible?
Oh, well, they're not real, you see. They're not real.
Oh,
no.
Joséphine, ce monsieur dit que les bijoux sont faux.
Oh, no. Imitation. Imitation. Yes. Oh, yes. I suppose you want to know what happened to the real ones. Yes, well, you see, it's like this King Teddy, that's Edward VII. He and the Kaiser Bill and the Khazar of the Russians, they were all sitting down one night for a quiet game of pontoon. 21, compris?
Oui, yes.
Yes, well, King Teddy had already lost Canada and the Ivory Coast through sticking on 16, you see. So when he turns his cards up and finds he's got 20, he bets this little lot on it, you see. But, lo and behold, the Khazar of the Russians, he turns his card up and he's banker. And he pays out pontoons and 5-card tricks only. So, King Teddy had this lot made up, you know, to keep everybody quiet, you see.
Oh, non. Oh, monsieur, c'est incroyable.
Yes, and hard to believe and all, yes.
Grandad?
Yes.
Was all that really true?
No, but it gives something to talk about when they go home, doesn't it, eh?
All right, Carter, you're relieved. You can go get your tea.
What are those things there?
Oh, they're spurs, love, golden spurs.
Princess Anne won them in the Eurovision Song Contest.
If the little girl wants to know about the royal regalia, I'll only be too happy to tell her, even though it's not part of my duty.
Shove off, you get no chip out of me.
Carry on, wallow in your own ignorance. Wait a minute. I know that repulsive little face. Lampwick, innit?
Well, it's Rag. Oily Rag. Blimey, I haven't seen you since 1918.
That's right.
Yes.
When you got me busted for quartermaster sergeant.
This gentleman and me were in the war together.
Were you a general too?
Oh, General! That's rich, that is. I'll tell you what he was. He was a...
All right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. You go and watch the pretty things up. Go and have a look at the pretty things there.
You was one of the horrors of war, you was. I get red mist in front of my eyes every time I think about it.
Why don't you let bygones be bygones?
Because I can't. Not after the things you done. Who was sent out to get cavalry remounts and came back with 35 saddles and said the horses had got away.
Well, I couldn't prove no different at the court-martial.
If there was any justice, you'd be struck down where you stand.
Well, if you think you're man enough to do it, then start doing it, standing there in your red bloomers.
Don't you insult the Queen's uniform.
And that's what you look like in them bloomers. An old queen.
I'd like to use my pike for an unlawful purpose.
Oh, put that tin opener down. Fight like a man. Come on, fight.
I wouldn't demean myself. I got a very important job here. I'm in charge of these jewels here.
Oh, yes. Well, I only hope they're insured because, judging by your past record, they're liable to disappear at any moment.
Oh, no, they won't. Nobody can steal those because they are protected by certain devious devices.
Like what?
Like if you lay your finger on that glass, laser beams will shoot out from all the corners and burn you up into a cinder. Alarm bells will go. And water will come into the room and drown you. That's what.
Then, of course, we mustn't forget your pike.
Right.
Of course.
You got to get past my pike first. And I'll tell you something else. There's not a living soul who can lay their hands on those precious jewels. There's not a power on earth that can... What's that tapping noise? Oh, my God. What's she doing in there? Get out of there, you naughty little girl!
Yes, what happened to your diabolical devices? They're not working, are they?
She's a lampwick, all right. A chip off the old block. Here, come here. How did you get in there?
Tell the gentleman.
I used my brownie knife. I opened the case with the thing they use for taking stones out of horses' hooves.
Oh, my God, they'll have my head for this.
Now, listen, love. You go and pop down and see where the young princess was smothered. Go on, off you go. Oh, here, just before we go, give us your penknife. That's right. You like that, right? That's right.
I know what you're thinking, but it's no.
Come on, we're not getting any younger. It wouldn't half come in handy.
Of course not, but we never get away with it. Would we? How would you dispose of the stuff?
Well, there's President Pompidou. Or Nixon. Or maybe Richard Burton might buy them for less, you never know.
Come on, Walt. You haven't seen what I've done in the garden since we moved in. Have a look around.
Lord, what a transformation. Yeah, I can't hardly believe it. Hey, how did you get a lawn like that in 3 weeks, Bert?
Exchange and mark. Look at that. Polystyrene. Marvellous stuff. As long as you don't forget yourself and mow it.
You're a marvel, Bert.
Yes.
It's like being in the middle of Kew Gardens, isn't it?
Yes. Well, when I got it finished, I'm thinking of throwing it open to the public.
You'll be doing them a favour.
Yes, I'm sure I would. See this path here? Laying it myself?
Yeah, that'll stop your feet getting wet.
Certainly would. that bit just as you rang the bell, actually.
Hello, hello, hello. What have we got here?
Oh, that's a little birdhouse for our feathered friends. There we
You
are.
always was thoughtful, Bert.
Yes, well, they make the nest in there, you see. Snug as a bug in a rug, they are. I've got a couple of pigeons in there at the moment. They're married, of course.
I suppose they get in through that little hole there.
That's right. Then when you want to clean it out, you see, just open the little door in here. And, come on, come on. Off you go, Tiddles. Go on.
And you'll have to raise that bird box up a bit higher, Bert.
No. I put a concrete collar round the cat. That'll slow him down.
I can't get over you, Bert. You're a worker, I'll say that. On the go all the time.
Oh, now. Fair's fair. Well, not all the time. Look over there. In the corner there.
That's a hammock.
That's hammock, yes. That's right. Hammock. Yes, I put it up myself. Go on, have a try.
It's like being at the Ideal Zones exhibitions, isn't it?
Now, Wall, no kipping off. A lot more to see yet, you know. I tell you what, you'll be all right for a few tomatoes this year.
Well, that's very kind of you, Bert. It's very handy having a greenhouse, isn't it?
It certainly is. I don't know what I'd do without it. Word, she's shifting a bit.
Blimey, Bert, did you see that?
Yes. We're in luck. That was the Concorde. I tell you something else I've done.
Nothing you do surprises me, Bert.
Anyway, close your eyes. Don't open till I tell you to, all right? Hang on there. All right, you can open them now.
My God, what's that?
It's a ship.
And you built it with your own hands?
With these two hands here.
Is there no limit to this man's talents? Hey, what's that sticking out the back?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? That's a propeller.
Oh.
I made it myself, out of old soup tins. Cream of tomato, that one. Well, now, Wallace, you're my best friend. You're my very best friend. I'm going to accord you a signal honor.
What's that, Bert?
I want you to perform the christening ceremony.
Who, me?
Yes. And I tell you what...
Oh, what a privilege.
It's all right. We'll do it with a bottle of our, my dandelion wine, homemade dandelion wine. There we go.
It seems a pity to waste it, Bert.
Well, no, it's for a good cause. Go on, off you go.
Here, what are we going to call her, Bert?
Well, ever watchful of future events.
Oh, that's lovely, that is, Bert. What happens if she don't get married?
I'll build another boat.
Well, here we go, then. I christen this ship the Mrs. Princess Anne. And God bless, and may God bless all who sail in her. But, I don't know what to say.
What about?
The boat.
Oh, well, it wasn't a very good idea anyway, was it? I tell you what, I was thinking of getting the parts and building a Maserati. I don't know whether you'd like laps round the old Brands Hatch sometime.
Very nice.
Yes, right. Thank you. Well, that's all for this week. I hope you enjoyed the show. See you next week. Bye.